Good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome to our daily word from the Lord. And today our scripture comes from 1 John chapter 2, verse 10. Whoever loves his brother lives in the light, and there is nothing in him to make him stumble. Whoever loves his brother and sister lives in the light, and there is nothing to make them stumble. And the hymn we want to connect with that scripture today about loving one another is a great hymn, Blessed be the tie that binds. Blessed be the tie that binds. It was written by a Baptist pastor named John Fawcett, and his wife Mary Fawcett uttered these words on a Sunday: "We just cannot break the ties of affection that bind us to you, dear friends." She was speaking to a little congregation in Wainsgate, England. And she was speaking of the bond of love that she and her husband, John, felt for their poor peasant parishioners. Pastor John Fawcett felt inspired from her words to write the poem that became the hymn, Blessed be the tie that binds. The following Sunday, he preached from Luke 12, verse 15, which says, "A man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions." And at the end of the sermon, he read the words of this hymn that he called Brotherly Love. John Fawcett, at the age of 26, was married to Mary, and they began their ministry at an impoverished Baptist church in Wainsgate, England. After 7 years of devoted service in this small town, they received a call to the large and influential Carter's Lane Baptist Church in London. And after the wagons were loaded for the move, the Fawcetts met their tearful parishioners for a final farewell. Mary said to John, "I cannot bear to leave. I know not how to go." "Nor can I either," said the saddened pastor. "We shall remain here with our people." The order was given, and the wagons were unloaded. John and Mary stayed in Wainsgate for a total of 54 years. Their salary was estimated to be never more than the equivalent of $200 a year. And despite the fact that John Fawcett became well known as an outstanding evangelical preacher, scholar, and writer, and received many invitations, they stayed right there in that small Baptist church in Wainsgate. Among his noted writings was an essay that he wrote entitled Anger, which became a favorite of the king, King George III. It is reported that the monarch promised Pastor Fawcett any benefit that he could be conferred, but the offer was declined with these words: "I have lived among my own people, enjoying their love. God has blessed my labor among them, and I need nothing which even a king could supply." Such was the nature of the man who gave us these words. Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love. The fellowship of kindred minds is like to that above. Before our Father's throne, we pour our ardent prayers. Our fears, our hopes, our aims are one, and our comforts and our cares. We share our mutual woes, our mutual burdens bear, and often for each other flows the sympathizing tear. When we asunder part, it gives us inward pain, but we shall still be joined in heart and hope to meet again. And this great hymn of Christian fellowship and the bond and the unity that binds our hearts together in Christian love has become a favorite of so many people. And I pray today that it will inspire you and me to appreciate the family of God and to love our brothers and sisters and to have mutual fellowship one with the other and to care and share with one another from a pure heart fervently. And so may God bless you, and let's celebrate the bond of Christian love today as we reflect on that great hymn, Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love.